Well, when I left school, the NAAFI was the first place that I did work.
Tell me what the NAAFI was.
The NAAFI it was an organisation that it had canteens for soldiers that go in and get a cup of tea or something like that, something to eat. And then this good store there was a shop where there were families living in the camp, and they were able to come and purchase things in this store.
I was just going to say, for people who don't know, where was the NAAFI?
Where was the cafe?
Where was the NAAFI?
Oh, the NAAFI. It was in World's End Camp in Ballykinlar.
Was that an official name for it?
That was the official name for it, World's End Camp, 907G.
907G. And so tell me a little bit more about what it looked like, what the canteen looked like, and what a typical day there was like.
Well, the wee shop was quite small, just like an ordinary wee shop. And then the store was a bit bigger, and there were quarters there where the boys lived. It wasn't all that big because most of the stores were brought in fresh, like each day, or so. We didn't have that. Well, there might have been some stuff that not perishable that we had. Well, the Americans, whenever they came, they were totally different from our own soldiers. They were more sloppy and more talkative, and you couldn't get them out. Like they would come and they would want to talk, but they never bothered us too much. But they loved jelly rolls. That was Swiss rolls. That's what they came in for. I think they had concerts and I don't know. It must have been some sort of a wee hall or something. I can't just remember. I never went to them because you see, I went home at night. I cycled there 7 miles there and 7 miles back every day. Well, that was common. Well, I think one of our big days was Queen Elizabeth came, and so the camp was closed that day. There was no one allowed in, so the manager closed the shop, and then we could walk around wherever she was going, and we saw her in lots of different places. She had a lovely blue outfit on. She looked lovely.
Did you work in the NAAFI all during the war then?
Oh yes, I did. I worked to the end of the war, and I left then. And I got married the next year.